Maddie Poppe went through all kinds of emotions, from elation to self-doubt, after winning American Idol in 2018, releasing her debut album, Whirlwind, the following year, and then watching many of the people in her creative orbit drop away. The Iowa native, who captured the attention of fans with her folksy singer-slash-songwriter style, did exactly that by giving herself the grace to evolve. Hand in hand with her American Idol victory, she won a People's Choice Award for her turn on the show, had Whirlwind hit #2 on the iTunes pop charts, and went on to become a hot guest on The Kelly Clarkson Show, Jimmy Kimmel Live, Live with Kelly and Ryan, and Good Morning America. All of this, in addition to touring the country opening for Ingrid Michaelson and headlining her own tours, including a Christmas run that has become a seasonal must for Maddie's fans. Don't miss out on an evening with Maddie Poppe. Tickets are available at Feinstein.com. Janelle Morrison, what inspired you to pursue a music career, and when did you realize that music was your passion? Maddie Poppe, music has always been a part of my life, even from a very early age. My dad was in country and bluegrass bands growing up and always had instruments and recording equipment set up around the house. My dad really encouraged me to start singing when he had initially realized that I had a talent. But it wasn't until I took a serious interest in it myself that things started to happen for me. I learned guitar at age 14 and started writing songs and playing local gigs shortly after. Janelle Morrison, can you share a bit about your musical journey leading up to your appearance on American Idol? What were some of the significant moments or challenges you faced? Maddie Poppe, after playing local shows in my home state any chance I had, it was around the age of 16 that I started to compete at local competitions, which eventually led me to compete on a bigger platform, The Voice. I had auditioned 3 times prior to finally getting flown out to their set in LA for a blind audition. I didn't understand at the time why I didn't get a chair to turn and felt so discouraged, but looking back, it makes all the sense in the world. I just wasn't ready then. I didn't know who I was or what I even wanted at such a young age. That failure has really come to make me appreciate all the wins, big or small, since then. Almost 4 years later, after digging deeper and really trying to figure out my path musically, I auditioned for and won American Idol. Janelle Morrison, winning American Idol must have been an incredible experience. How did it feel to have your talent recognized on such a large platform, and how did it impact your career moving forward? Maddie Poppe, it really was the best feeling in the world. I truly felt like an underdog going into that competition, as early on, there were so many contestants with so much more experience than me. Sometimes I felt like I had no business being in that competition. Looking back, I don't think I truly trusted or believed in myself until I realized that others had believed in me. The show opened more doors than I could have ever imagined for myself. I truly believe everything since then has been a sort of butterfly effect. Of course, there are always going to be pros and cons to any situation, but it's really hard for me to see American Idol as anything but a very positive and amazing experience. Janelle Morrison, your style blends elements of folk, pop, and indie music. How would you describe your musical style, and what artists or genres have influenced your sound? Maddie Poppe, very early on when I first started, I thought country music would be where I would land, but shortly after, I discovered artists like Ingrid Michaelson, Sarah Bareilles, and Rachel Yamagata. These 3 in particular really helped shape my sound today. I loved and still love what they are doing, and I admire the tenacity these artists and so many others have to stay true to their sound. Janelle Morrison, your album Whirlwind received positive reviews. Can you talk about the inspiration behind the album and the creative process involved in its production? Maddie Poppe, although I'm very proud of this album, it was, just as the title states, a whirlwind. There really wasn't any other name that came to mind when it was time to deliver the album. I was given 42 days to complete 10 songs for the project and artwork, and a name had to come along with that as well. Throughout the 42 days, I was blindly sent into sessions every day, which was my first time ever co-writing on anything whatsoever. I was used to writing songs in my childhood Iowa bedroom on a $50 ukulele, but one of my first co-writes was at Max Martin's studio with the writers of Dangerous Woman by Ariana Grande.